What's up, millionaires? Today we'll be continuing with our Secrets of the Millionaire Mind series. Today we'll be sharing with you secrets number 6 and 7. To get all 10 secrets now, you can go to millionaireuniversity.com/mind. This is our holiday gift to you from MU. Speaking of, if you are listening to this on the day that it's published, it will be Thanksgiving in the good old US of A. So hope you have or had a great Thanksgiving. Gratitude is the number one way you can change your life now, today. Man, I'm killing it on these rhymes. All right, without any further ado, I give you secret number 6 and 7. Okay, that part didn't rhyme, but we'll go with it. Here we go. Secret number 6 is failure is a myth. I went so long in the last one, and we've already covered this one. I'll make it really quick. But just remember that quote unquote failure when taking action, when daring boldly, when going after your dreams, when being in the ring is not even really a thing. You are not failing. We've all been to or seen a sporting event when the guys out there playing maybe don't win the game or maybe don't get as much yardage, and you got the fans in the audience booing, getting all upset. They're sitting there in the stands probably drinking a beer or something. In life, you either win or you learn, and sometimes the learning actually leads to even bigger and better things. When you focus on actions that will get you to your goals, and that becomes the victory, that's more important than actually reaching the thing you're trying to reach, then you cannot fail. One saying I like to say a lot is fail forward fast, but I guess technically if failure isn't a thing, you can't fail forward fast. But if you do look at failure as a thing, then celebrate those failures. The truth is, it's only a word. It's whatever we think of it, right? Perception is reality. I don't care if you look at failure as non-existent or failure as not a bad thing. But one of the biggest problems that people have is I see them go forward in their business and try to reach their goals, and they had all these people, which is really only themselves. The truth is, most people probably don't care that much about it. I hate to tell you, but you got all these demons, all these voices in your head telling you, you can't do this, you're not worthy, it's not gonna work. And then you take action and it doesn't work exactly how you planned. And you're like, oh, I failed. I was right. I knew this wouldn't work. You now have evidence of the thing that you already thought. And then people quit because they made a goal, and the goal was to just reach the goal exactly in the way that they thought. Life does not work like that. If you think that anyone has had a high level of success at anything that is even remotely worthwhile without going through an extreme amount of struggle, challenges, failure, if you will, then you got to throw those rose-colored glasses away. And it just shows that you really don't know them or their situation all that well. You're looking from the outside, you're seeing what you think you saw, and the truth is it's not like that at all. Anytime in my life where I look at something that was hard, but I kept going, or maybe I struggled or failed at this one thing, but I kept trying overall, it has always led to bigger and better things in the long run. People are always talking about, and there's all these stats about how most businesses fail. And they say it as if that means, oh, if I or you start a business and I fail, like, oh, I failed, life is over, I'm now in a ditch on the corner and I can't do anything. This is the biggest misconception ever. I can't tell you how many ventures or businesses or projects or marketing strategies or investments that we've made that haven't worked out the way that we had hoped. In fact, you could easily come up with a statistic that would say that we have failed 90 or 95% of the time. But yet here I sit looking out of the ocean just a couple hundred yards away from my house. Just got back from an almost year-long trip around the world with my family, bringing over $50,000 a month in purely passive income, not to mention many other thriving assets and investments, able to do what I want, when I want, with who I want, where I want, never have to worry about money again, and I'm able to dedicate as much time as I want to doing something that is challenging, but yet what I feel like is in a sense my true calling here in this life. But yet statistically, I would be considered a major failure. Now, I really hope that doesn't come across as bragging. That's not my goal. There are many, many people who have achieved a much greater deal of financial success than we have, and probably have a lot less inner crap that they are dealing with. But that's my whole point, is that anyone can do it. And if this is statistically what failure looks like, then bring on the failure. The only true failure is not doing. You are your business. You are the asset. You are the money machine, and you cannot fail unless you quit or never get started in the first place. So don't do that. Number 7 is De-Riskify your business. One of the number one things that people tell us why they don't think they can start and grow a successful business is they don't have the money or they don't want to lose money. When we first started investing in real estate, we did a thing that was called wholesaling, which would mean we'd get a house under contract and then we would sell the rights to that contract. Now, the reason why I liked this method at the time was because at that time we didn't have any money. So this allowed us to make money without taking any risk, without spending any money. When certain circumstances changed for us and that specific opportunity and the way that we were doing it, where we were doing it was no longer available, we decided to actually start flipping the houses ourselves. I remember the first house we flipped, I was terrified. I was so afraid that we were going to lose our investors' money. It was a guy that worked with my dad and this was his retirement money. He was counting on it. He was counting on us. I was anxious every day. I lost sleep over this house. And quite frankly, it really held me back from wanting to do more. Then later on, we got into rental properties. Within 3 months, we purchased 12 rental properties that met our criteria. I was set on the idea of getting 100 rental properties that would give us $100 net profit each month, which would give us $10,000 a month, which for us would have been insane at that time, and then sailing off into the sunset. By the time we bought our 12th house, we ran out of our money, we didn't have any investors' money, and we had some bills to pay and a baby on the way. Baby number 3, that was. We weren't sure what to do, but kicking and screaming, we decided to sell 4 of the 12 houses that we had purchased as rental properties. Upon selling those houses, we made more money than we would need for an entire year. And then it hit me. I had just flipped 4 houses and didn't even think about it, wasn't concerned, wasn't afraid, and this was all done over a relatively short period of time. From that point on, we started buying and flipping as many of these rental properties as we possibly could. We had essentially de-riskified or minimized or mitigated the risk of losing money on flipping these houses because we had a plan B. Worst case scenario, we would go back to doing what we already set out to do. And if we couldn't sell these houses right away, we could keep them as rentals, knowing that they would cash flow. Shortly after, we brought on a money partner that allowed us to take this to the next level. This guy had deep pockets and he understood the risks involved in real estate investing. He put up all the money, took all the financial risk, and we shared the profit. We had completely de-riskified our business, and this allowed us to move forward with confidence. That year, we flipped 60 houses, and the following year, we flipped 120 houses, made our first 7-figure income, and completely changed our lives. Bootstrapping is the term that is used when investing little to no money to grow your business. And there are so many businesses and models that you can follow that implement this strategy. In fact, I would say in most instances, it's better because it causes you to solve problems differently. When you don't just throw money at a problem, but you think through how to fix it, how to solve it, you're usually going to end up being more successful in the long term. We'll talk all about different business models and ways that you can sell and promote your product or service in future modules. But just remember that having a de-riskification plan in your business will allow you to move forward and grow, reach your goals and the success that you are striving for. Alrighty, well, I hope you enjoyed those secrets. You can go to millionaireuniversity.com/mind to get all 10 sent directly to you right now. That's right. You don't have to wait. The whole video is yours for free. All right, other than that, I hope you have a great day, a great week. Hope you enjoy this holiday season. We got lots of exciting things coming up at Millionaire University, so be sure to subscribe and follow along so you can be sure to graduate rich, not broke. This is Justin Williams, your Chief Money Making Officer, signing off. Until next time, class dismissed.